So anyway, I'm Shelly or Shelby. I tell people you can call me what you want, just don't call me late for dinner. So after hearing that story, you know, here at BeachBody for the Super Saturdays, we have usually a financial story and a physical story. And I asked Danielle if I could go this year because I really, from the outside perspective, I don't have either. And I know that there's a lot of you right here, right now, that are thinking the same thing. You know, you look at, for example, I'm going to pick on Jeff for a little bit. Jeff we've never had major weight loss, success stories. So we think, oh, we can't relate to that. Some of us were not making, thousands of dollars every month. So we think, oh, I can't relate to that. And I wanted to show you guys my transformations because I wanted to show you guys something that is going to make you say, oh, I get it. And what I wanted to bring out to you is no one starts coaching unless they are looking for change. So if you're writing anything down, you need to write that down. Nobody starts coaching unless they're looking for change, and nobody stays a coach unless they experience that change. Okay? So all of us have transformations. Otherwise, you're gone, right? So I have no idea how to advance this. Oh, good. So if you're a coach, I don't care if you're a basketball coach, I don't care if you're a BeachBody coach, I don't care if you're a personal trainer, you have to have a transformation. It might be physically, it might be financially, it might be mentally, it might be emotionally, and for almost everybody, if you're a coach, it has to be socially. So this is me, and I don't know if you can see that picture very well. This is me before my first transformation with BeachBody. So I'm in November 2012. Now, if you had taken a picture of me from my waist down, man, I was rocking it. I was a Zumba instructor, right? I weighed 128 pounds. No, I am not that weight today. I worked out all the time. I was starting to eat right. Guys, do I look healthy? Huh? No. You can't really see it. I mean, you look how dark I am. The under eye circles, they're for real, okay? This picture was taken, and unfortunately, you can't really see it. I'm smiling, right? But I'm going to tell you, the mirror has two faces. 2 days later, I was in the hospital, right? So that's me with my mom and my sister. It's on what should have been my parents' 39th anniversary, but my dad passed away. I had suffered a ruptured tendon. I was severely anemic. Anything that could happen to you had happened to me. And you can't really tell it, but in that picture, I am yellow. So when I did end up in the hospital, I lost my job. They told me, I'm sorry, but you're only allowed, 2 sick days or whatever per month, and I lost my job, just like that. And she's not here right now, but Kayla Tassini, she said to me, Shelby, this is ridiculous. You can't start looking to your jobs for fulfillment. You've got to become a coach because then you can make your own schedule and you can make your own life and you can decide whether to hire or fire yourself. Trust me, I like to fire myself on a daily basis. So I was petrified of Lizzie, okay? She knows that. I went to her Zumba class. I didn't put the pictures in here, but she was doing moves and I was like, oh, she did not just do that. Oh, she did just do that, okay? I didn't have the self-esteem to pull that off. And I was really petrified of her because she was what I needed. She was rough and tough when she needed to be, but she's a big mama bear, okay? She's very protective of her team. And so this picture was taken February 12th. And I don't know, you guys know Sarah Mack? So Sarah Mack and her came over and they made me drink this disgusting stuff called Shakeology. And they were like, yeah, in these challenge groups, you get to drink this every day and do the workouts. And I was like, okay. But I didn't sign up until March 9th. And if anybody asked Lizzie if she was trying to make, Success Club points that month and I blew it for her, I'm really sorry, Lizzie. Okay? I was so scared. I really was petrified. But that's what happens before change, because change happens outside of your comfort zone, right? But I figured out how to make Shakeology and I fell in love with it. And the challenge groups worked. This is me, 2 pounds heavier, right? On the left is my first OCR, and they have a picture of me. It was up on the website because I was one of the few women to actually ring the bell. And it's like 14 feet up, and it's like, I don't know, it was up to the top of the ceiling, and that's really scary because I'm afraid of heights. But I did it because I had to, oh, by the way, I signed for Insanity. Like, I literally bought the workout and I ate popcorn and watched it for 3 days. I was like, oh my God, I can't believe we just did that. and then I ended up teaching it, right? So that picture on the right, that's like seriously my favorite picture because that's kind of me in life. And I don't know if you can see it, but like, man, my muscles were popping. And I just had finished my fastest ever 5K. I ghosted the 5K. Isn't that dumb? That'll teach you how to ever, ghost a 5K. Now I can't prove that I did. And it was the hilliest. It brags to be one of the hilliest. There's like a mile uphill. And I did it in 8:45. So, and if any of you here are 8-minute milers, shut up. Okay? Now, I was also getting more confident because now I had a team. By the way, clap for the coaches that are in there, right? Not me, the others. Right? So here I was, I had a team behind me, and I was now no longer an army of one. Now I realized even though I was working for myself and my own boss, I had people backing me up. And yeah, that's Tony Horton. I have a picture of me and Sean T too. That was before I became a BeachBody coach. If you write down anything, please write this down because this is what I had to learn. That was my first transformation, but I wasn't done. People follow people who are changing, and if you've done Ali Vaughn's training, you know that, right? But paradoxically, people respect consistency in others and they crave it for themselves. Okay? So as coaches, we have to let people see our continual transformations. I was taking in personal development and I wasn't applying it. So I was missing out on transformations. And as somebody with ADHD, that's not a good thing. If you're not doing your personal development, you're missing out on daily transformations. And I learned this the hard way. So I have more transformations coming, and I'm going to show you some pictures of me at Summit, and I don't want you to be fooled. Last year at Summit, I was miserable. And I was about to experience major failure. So that's me. On the left, do you guys see what I'm holding? Success Club 5 All-Star Legend. 26 months in Success Club. I was there hobnobbing with people. Yeah, if you don't know who the people are in the top right, don't worry about it. They're kind of a big deal. No, not the girl in the middle. But as my friend, that's my bestie, Tanya, right there in the bottom right, she was like, what is wrong with you? And what was wrong with me is I was once again anemic and I didn't know it, but I was also vitamin D deficient, which takes away your mental clarity. It causes depression. And I was finally, 3.5 years later, grieving the loss of my father. I had used coaching as a crutch to float above the pain. So that's me. With anemia, getting an iron infusion. And it sucked because they couldn't tell why I was anemic. So in November, I went from Success Club All-Star Legend to Success Club 0. Everything fell through. I had a new job, but I had non-supportive coworkers. Another job besides this. I was grieving. My team didn't see my vision. You know why my team didn't see my vision? Rebecca will tell you, I didn't have a vision. And my ADHD meds were not working. So I had a choice. I could give up coaching, or I could go through another transformation. And so I want you guys to realize that BeachBody it's not your life. BeachBody should not be your life. If it's your life, please talk to me, because there's so many things out there, right? BeachBody is a toolbox. And they give you all the tools you need to get fit, right? And one of the things they ask you to do is personal development. And you know what personal development is? It's two things. I call it the mirror and the velvet hammer, right? So I looked in the mirror and I didn't like what I saw. And I started Insanity over again. Because guess what? I never finished Insanity the first time I did it. I was a hypocrite. Then I finished Max 30. And let me tell you, that's failure on a daily basis. I started Allie's new coach training for myself. And I was like, oh yeah, I'm supposed to be doing all that. I began inviting people to come coach with me again. And now my transformation was here. I had to change my mindset. I experienced success right away. And that's kind of bad. You should fail a lot when you first start coaching. Because then, it hardens you. A diamond is made through pressure, right? And I was like cubic zirconia coach. So, once again, I'm going to repeat this. Because this applies to anybody. I don't care if you're a coach or if you're not a coach. If you're changing, people follow people who are changing. Now, I'm not talking housewives of New York, because those women are changing all the time, but it is not in a good way, okay? And I use this little girl in the picture, because what are the ones that get the most likes? Isn't it like pictures of kids, right? Because kids are always changing, right? And then their parents, they're so consistent about posting. You just want to punch them in the mouth. Yeah, I've seen 100 pictures of your kids. Oh, So she's growing and she's consistently changing, and we're going to be following her, right? Because she's thinking cute. So that's transformations. How many of you guys, now that I've done my transformation story, realize, show me by raising hand, how many of you have your transformation stories realized? How many of you are going to go home and make sure that by the next Super Saturday you have a transformation story that you can tell? All right, good. Then I've done my job. And then, okay, wait for it. So remember, done is always better than perfect, guys.
Give it up for Shelly. She was awesome. She's so funny. I love her.